Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is many a true nerd, and welcome back to Vampyr. Oh yeah, this was gonna come back. I have really been enjoying this game, and apparently you lot have been as well, because yeah, for a little midweek mini-series, loads of people watching this, loads of people wanted to see more, so go on then. As I understand it, this is not a desperately long game, so let's enjoy a little bit more of this. I'm just going to start off today by doing a bit of, like, you know, sensible stuff so the universe doesn't collapse. Because now I'm doing a full playthrough, I can't be quite so blasé with everybody. So I've cooked up some medicine, and now what I'm going to do is just make sure everyone recovers. Because loads of people are just developing fatigue as time goes by. So if I just basically go up to them, yes, and look at him. So he's suffering from fatigue, I've got plenty of that. So just basically slap this guy some nice medicine, he will recover, and then this area will stay safe, because at the bare minimum I need the hospital to stay healthy and not sending into chaos, because there's multiple shops here. This is my base of operations. I need at least one port in the storm where the traders are working correctly. And while I just came to give Beatrix GOSWICK here, the mother of the boy who we now know attempted to commit suicide, some medicine, yeah, and the fact we now know that and we've spoken to him about it has unlocked something for her, and I'm kind of interested in their little plot, so go on then.
Your son wished to die, Beatrice. Why did you hide such crucial information?
Are you not aware suicide is a crime? Mortimer could be thrown in jail. I can't let that happen. I won't.
I understand you fear the legal consequences, Mrs. GOSWICK. But don't you realize your silence significantly affects your son's case?
All my son needs is help and comprehension. Not judgment and punishment for what he may or may not have done.
Okay, interesting. There's still a lot to unravel about this particular case. Lots of hints that need to be, unlocked. Ah, and we've got some new stuff with Mortimer GOSWICK as well.
Can I help you in any way, Mr. GOSWICK?
I wrote a letter for my mother. She was supposed to read it after my death. But I suppose she doesn't have to read it now.
I see. And is this letter still near the place where you tried to take your own life?
Yes. And I don't want anyone reading my last words. I mean, I'm still here. If you bring me back that letter, then perhaps we'll talk.
Alright, I will make that happen, because I'm curious where this is going. I want to learn more about the case, because, yeah, I need to know how to deal with it, and potentially, yeah, there's more to learn. Until I learn more from both of these characters, I can't make a decision what to do. So for the time being, just try and keep everyone nice and healthy.
You don't mind if I search your pockets, do you, sir?
Oh, what the hell is this?
You won't need any of these anyway. I'm not stealing from you, mister. I'm only redistributing your belongings to people who need them more than you.
Oh, I thought this guy was just being nice to the corpses.
You see, no one has claimed your body, sir. So it would be such a shame to bury you with your valuables.
I thought you were a nice guy, you bastard.
And I thank you for your generous donation.
Oh, I just oversaw that because he went into the flashing pay attention thing, so I just spied on... Okay, right, well, we're going to go and have a chat with you. I thought you were a nice guy, but oh... I was about to say, well, I'm totally eating you now, except the problem is, do I want to eat him now? Because, okay, he's done something that's a bit iffy, but he's not wrong. They are corpses that would just be buried with valuables. He's not really done anything that's particularly... Alright, I'm going to have a chat with him anyway. So you, my good man, you are stealing from the dead.
How dare you steal from the dead, Rakesh? Is that what your pawnbrokers is really about?
These people are dead, sir. What they possessed could be useful for the living. And I'm sure they would agree if they could speak.
Show respect. Dr. Swansea should be informed. You'll go to jail if caught. Okay, what's the right thing to do? I mean, he's not wrong. Okay, fine, it is iffy, but he's not really doing anything that's hurting anyone. Also, I couldn't mesmerise him yet if I wanted to, so... you know what? It's not really my call. This isn't my hospital. Dr. Swansea should be informed.
Whatever your motives, you're making money by stealing from the dead. Dr. Swansea should be informed.
No offense, sir, but Dr. Swansea is one of my customers. As I told you, I like to help people, and everybody needs help from time to time.
I'm becoming increasingly suspicious of Dr. Swansea. Multiple vampires operating on his hospital. He knows that his doctors are stealing from the dead. If I had to put a guess in now, I'm going to guess that he knows that Pippa Hawkins is actually charging money for access to beds. Something is really iffy with Swansea. And one thing I also want to pick up while I'm passing by, Milton and that shotgun. I've got the money for that right now, and I want to give that a go. Because that shotgun seems really damn powerful. Yes, here we go. So the guns cause like 45 or 54 damage, but also seems to cause stun. So I'm just going to move the shotgun over here, just to see if that actually... Ah, is that two-handed? You just said two-handed. Is that two-handed? Hang on, I need to actually get away from where I am just to double-check that. Here we go. So there's that. Or there's... No, that's one-handed. That's a one-handed shotgun. Fair enough. But it's barely got any ammunition in it whatsoever. And also, don't forget about these guys down here. I rescued these guys previously, and now, unfortunately, they're starting to suffer a bit. Now, oh. Hello. You, my good man. Oh. They're both doing the you should watch these people thing. Okay, now where's the spot I'm supposed to hide in? Where's the spot I'm supposed to hide in? Because there's a spot you're supposed to hide in and it's highlighted in red. And where the bloody hell is it? Aha, right over here. Here we go. Now, what are you guys doing over there? What is happening?
Sometimes you act like a real jerk, you know that?
Oh, come on, Ozzy, don't be like that.
What, like what? Like someone who felt betrayed by the man he loves? Did you ever even try to find me? Rescue me?
You know, it's not like that. I wanted to. I was so afraid to leave the hospital, not to be seen with you.
We survived this shit together. That's all that matters. I know you did your best.
Okay, so the reason they're hiding is, yeah, because they're gay guys in a time when that was not just frowned upon, but illegal and potentially very harshly punished. Okay. Let's maybe catch up with those guys, have a chat with them, because I actually rescued your friend. So, no, don't mind me. I'm just chilling out here, it's fine. So, hang on, which was which? You're the guy who told me to do the rescue. You're the guy who was rescued. And you're both also sick with a cold and with migraine. I'm not sure I've actually got the medicine for either of those. Let's just have a chat with you first up, because presumably you've got to give me a reward for all of this.
I'm happy to see Mr. Thatcher is safe, for now.
I'm eternally grateful, Doctor. We were total strangers and you helped us anyway. Can't thank you enough, sir.
Okay, how about a giant pile of money? I'd love a giant pile of money.
You are always welcome at the Pembroke Hospital. As a former officer, I'll be honored to welcome a fellow veteran.
I'm not giving up on bringing Oswald back to the hospital. I just need to convince him that he needs some help.
Perhaps he needs to reach that decision by himself.
Could you speak to him? He doesn't usually listen to doctors, but perhaps because you've been through it, you can talk him round.
So these guys are just hanging out down here because, yeah, for whatever reason, the other guy, Oswald Thatcher, he actually refuses to go to the hospital. So we need to talk him around, otherwise they're just going to hang out down here and presumably get sicker, which is why they're suffering from, like, colds and migraines, because they're outside exposed to the elements. Now let's also dig into his relationship a little bit and what that actually means for them and for me.
How do you feel about Oswald Thatcher? You are more than friends, aren't you?
I love him. I love Oswald. We knew we wouldn't survive the war without each other. But I am terrified, Doctor.
What frightens you so much?
What if people find out? Oswald says I'm ashamed, but it ain't that. It's more, well, you know, I never thought I'd love a man.
Ah, so he's actually still coming to terms with it all as well. And yeah, absolutely, I will not say a word, don't worry about that.
I won't say a word, Mr. Blight. Your secret is safe with me.
Alright, let's go chat to your friend. So first things first, let's actually address two yeah, remarkably similar things here. Your feelings for Newton's, or about Newton's feelings. Yeah, let's start off with your feelings for Newton.
Tell me about your true feelings for Newton.
I love him. I'm not ashamed to say it. He's the best thing that ever happened to me. I can't imagine life without him.
Okay, so Oswald seems a lot more committed to the relationship than Newton is.
I admire your honesty. It takes courage to stand up to society. The world needs people like you to create change.
Courage is what we needed in the trenches, looking death in the face every day. I speak plain. I speak my mind.
Now the big one. Why not go to a hospital? The implication we've got is it's something to do with claustrophobia, so let's see if we can sort this out.
Oswald, why did you not go to the Pembroke Hospital to seek medical help?
I don't trust doctors. All they care about was their careers and processes. I won't be locked in any room again by anyone.
Your fear of being trapped is not going to go away by itself. You need professional help.
I've seen enough butchers in white coats to last a lifetime. Hospitals reek of chemicals and death. What I need is fresh air.
Alright, sadly, nothing I can really do. And while I could actually... yeah, his blood quality is really not that high at all, even if I could treat a migraine. Actually, that's one of the few things I cannot treat. So, sadly, there's nothing I can do for you, my good man. But on the other hand, it feels like we've actually, we've learnt actually just about everything about this guy. And I think about this guy as well. Yeah, we've learned all of the things there. So there's no more hints to discover. So there's going to be nothing new becoming unlocked. So it seems like there's nothing we can do to help him. He just basically wants to stay outside. And obviously, yeah, even though we could, it wouldn't be worth much XP. And these two seem to be in a bit of a difficult state anyway. They've suffered enough. I'd say leave them be. Now, we want to move on at this point, but there is one thing I just quickly want to do first, which is, I want to just go and quickly check in with the two other districts that have been floating around close by to where I am. Because I'm not entirely sure exactly what district is over here this way, which leads down towards the church where we were last time, but wherever it is, there was a big, there was kind of a big, oh, it's part of Whitechapel, technically, fine. That makes a lot of sense. So technically, this area is all part of Whitechapel. That would be why it was critical. I was a bit confused here, because even though I came here last time, there didn't seem to be much going on round here. In fact, actually, one thing worth having a think about in this part of the world, in Whitechapel, there's quite a few people who I haven't actually run into yet, and oh, a lot of people are actually suffering. Interesting. I might need to bring a lot of medicine to get this done. Yeah, there's you, Loretta Swanborough. You mentioned a husband, but you also mentioned a crook who was running the place. We might want to try and deal with that. And Darius Petrescu is suffering from, ouch, pneumonia. I don't think I've even got the ability to sort that out just yet, and I don't think I've got enough materials to cure all of these people. Actually, anemia I can do. Anemia's fine, but I'm running very low on all of my resources. I think I saw 2 anemias in there. That's fine. And then I've got sepsis. Was there pneumonia in there? Well, I'm out of codeine. Yeah. I've got myself 1 bronchitis cure, 2 anemia cures, and until I find more stuff, only 1 fatigue. So there's only so much I can do to fix up Whitechapel despite the damage I've already done to it. But I'm thinking I'm going to go back in, see what I can find. If I can kill a few people to get some more materials, I might be able to make some new stuff as well. Actually, I've got just enough for a cold here. Ooh, I've actually got plenty for colds. Colds I can sort out all flipping day. But I'm also desperately short of codeine right now. Everything else is alright for the minute. But I need codeine and quinine, whatever those are exactly. Right, I'm just going to see if I can find any areas I've not been into yet. Because I think there's an area... Hang on. There's... Oh! Rats! I didn't need to eat that rat. I was already full up of blood. But yeah, I think there's an area down by the docks over here on the right I can take care of. So, you, my good man. 1 spear for you. In we go, and then just finish you off, and you are in good shape. Now, I want to get around the corner here, because I know there's a guy with a... Oh, that's the stuff. I know there is a guy with a crossbow just around the corner. He should be able to finish you off. And yeah, there you are down there. I know you're down there. Right, and wait for you to go, and excuse me, I think we'll just finish you off. Lovely. Starting to get to grips with the combat here. This is all good. And I've got a couple of syringes with me as well. And yeah, glass vials, which are the basic thing you need to make any form of medicine, which is apparently very, very important. Head around here looking for the little satchels. More glass vials. Not that helpful. Need more stuff. Yeah, I think if I go down here and then cut round to the right, I should have... Oh. Hello? What? Okay. Are you alright? Okay, your resistance is just this sort of thing, is it? I think we'll just throw some blood magic at you, then stagger you. But actually, I probably should have stunned you, but I don't really want to waste the shotgun ammo. That's the downside of using the shotgun, I suppose. You don't want to waste the ammo. Can I cut through here?
I cannot enter.
No. This is locked, but is there a door? There might be a door down to the sewers there, but that doesn't help me that much. That just gets me to round about here. How do I get over to this area? Interesting. Ah, I just shot this guy with the shotgun, and it would appear that, yeah, that doesn't actually do anything in terms of... Excuse me. There we go. That definitely doesn't actually do anything to his stamina. So unlike the revolver, it doesn't seem to make a difference. Fine. So the shotgun's a little bit on the limited use side, because it's still not that powerful, and the ammo is just really flipping limited. In fact, I'm going to put that away for the time being, just swap it out for, yeah, just basically the common stake, until I can upgrade to the pre-win stake. Ah, here we go. Quick trip through the sewer, just cutting down a couple of zombies, has, I think, brought me out where I want to be. Assuming this even does anything, I'm not quite sure what the advantage of this is. But if I've just got this right... Yes, indeed, here we go. So now I'm the far side of this here gate. That door is now unlocked, but... What was the point? Ah, there are stairs back here. This does lead somewhere. Okay, I've found myself a new little back area in Whitechapel. Alright, this is fun. Also, just ransack the bins. What have we got around here? Just one and a blood trail. Alright, let's just quickly get ourselves... In you go! And then a quick jump in, and then I should have enough stamina to finish you off. Then get around the outside of you. Right, you seem reasonably resistant to all of that. Oh, just missed that. Going for a couple of stabs, and then go for a bite. And now that should be enough that now I've recovered my stamina to finish you off while that's going on. Lovely. Right, that all works pretty nicely. Help myself to what you guys have got as well. Now, what is... Ooh, common handle parts. They're quite useful. Now, what's going on up here? Is this a... Ooh. Level 20. St. Paul Chemist. Alright, well, this is all interesting. Just make sure my blood is absolutely maxed out right now.
Doing this.
Nip up top. What exactly am I looking at here? Ah, this is just technically a hideout. But already partly occupied. Hideouts are, however, useful. There's generally 10 million things you can get out of them. Yeah, refill all my ammo, all the rest of it. And the balcony at the back leads me over to here. Okay, we're definitely getting into little back areas now, but first, before we do that...
I cannot enter.
Door won't open from this side. Well, there's something bad that side. Okay. I don't see a way of getting around there unless... Ah! I do see a way of getting around there. I just need to loop the long way round. Gotcha. Okay. Around here. We're technically in the cemetery right now. Keep my vampire sensors on, just to make sure I don't get snuck up on. And then if I can just work my way round here, killing all these bastards, the long way round to that level 20 guy, I assume you're guarding something good. Ah, this didn't lead where I was expecting at all. This led down into the cemetery close by to where I killed What's-His-Face. Ah, but one advantage. That woman I rescued from here some time ago has finally left the actual... Yeah, the tomb I rescued her from. And has made her way over to here. Hello, can we learn more about you?
Are you all right, Miss Shun?
My name is Xiao Shun. This is the proper way to address someone in my country.
I do apologize, Xiao Shun. Are you all right?
Yes, I am. This is the only place where I can find some kind of serenity. Some way to remember my dear Matthew.
There are literally zombies just down the street from you. So first things first, let's find out more about her husband.
Tell me how your husband died, Xiao Shun.
Matthew died of the Spanish flu, like so many others. It's a mundane cause of death these days, but for me it meant the end of the world.
At this time, there is so little medical science can do to defeat this terrible epidemic. I'm truly sorry.
The worst thing is not his death, even if it tears me apart. The worst is not to have seen it coming, to have lost him so quickly, even before realizing it.
Did he hide his condition from you?
Matthew was a smiling type, a happy sort. Everything that I am not. Did he laugh at his death to come, or did he not realize what was going to happen? I'll never know.
Let's try and figure out, how complicated are you? We already know, couldn't leave husband's tomb, died of disease, fine. And only level 3, so we've already learned quite a bit about you. And I think we've immediately unlocked something else. Yeah, why are you blaming yourself?
The Spanish flu may be the worst disease mankind has ever faced. Why are you blaming yourself?
You don't understand. I didn't know he was so sick. I didn't realize the gravity of his situation until it was too late.
As harsh as this sounds, we are all equally vulnerable to this awful disease. It can take the strongest man in just a couple of days.
I never said goodbye to Matthew. We never realized how bad it was. We laughed about it even. He always made me laugh. Now I don't have enough tears to shed.
Alright. We've actually already learnt, I think, pretty much everything we can learn about you. And, we can actually go on to tell her straight away about Mary to try and, well, I'm not sure how that's going to offer her comfort, but we'll go for it.
Are you a doctor yourself? Is this why you feel so guilty for not saving your sick husband?
No, I am not. But I still need to blame someone for Matthew's death. And who else, if not his wife, who did not see it coming?
I'm a physician, one of the best in the country. But I was unable to save my own sister, Mary. She died in my arms.
Yeah, but she didn't have Spanish flu, did she? She died because you bit her in the neck. Now, having exhausted all of those dialogue options, by any chance can I encourage her to go home and leave the cemetery, because it is not bloody safe here.
You should go home now.
I think you're right. Cemeteries are for the dead, for they need silence too. Thank you for your honesty and your wisdom, Dr. Reed.
Thank you for your company, Xiao Shun. Take care on the way home.
Maybe I'll see you again in Whitechapel. Goodbye for now.
Okay, that's nice. So I've actually managed to succeed in that little submission, and basically it didn't require me to cure a disease or find something, go on a fetch quest. I just needed to be patient and listen to what she had to say. That's lovely. I love this game. This game's got so many lovely things in it. And she's also perfectly healthy, except for one thing here. I apparently do not know something about her. Alright, I'm guessing we need to run into you again later. Well, it seems there's still a bit of a mystery down in this little area I've found. So there's the safe house, just leads round to the cemetery. But other than that, door barred from the other side, and another door here,
It's
also locked from the inside. So we may well have to come back here later. I do not have a solution for it yet. Still, with this gate down here unlocked though, we can get back here nice and quick from the hospital. And hello, I was just passing by and Clayton Darby the journalist has got himself, potentially, something suspicious going on behind a locked door I can watch. What are you doing, my good man? Oh, he's meeting someone. Who's he meeting?
You still want more from Christina?
That's a local prostitute I've spoken to. She just hasn't said much yet.
My wallet went missing.
Are you calling me a thief? I don't have your stupid wallet.
I know you. You're a nice girl. Can't we solve this amicably?
No, I don't think so. And if you think you know me just because we share the bed together, you're just a lousy and arrogant journalist.
Oh. Right. So, that's a bit of an unpleasant side to the journalist who previously I thought was a good guy. Sounds like he's making some assumptions here. Okay. Yeah, Christina was a, she's just a local prostitute. I didn't include her in the video so far because so far she hasn't really said anything particularly of interest. But, let's see what we can learn about her now. Now, what was this about the accusation of stealing the wallet that he accused you of? I suspect that that's not true. I suspect he's just up to something.
Did you steal Clayton Darby's wallet? Tell me the truth, Christina.
Of course I stole it. But I never thought he would come back to look for it.
Why did you do it? He seems to trust you.
For a time I thought he was different from other men. In the end, he just wanted to sleep with me. Same as the others.
Okay, so actually she did do it. My original assumption was he was just accusing her of that to try and manipulate her into something, but in all fairness, you know, you are a prostitute, you do sell sex for money, you can't be desperately surprised when someone comes up to you and therefore pays for sex and considers it a business transaction. That doesn't mean they're a bad person. Yeah, you know what, maybe give Clayton a chance, maybe he is alright.
Perhaps Clayton is different. Maybe you two should talk. A conversation couldn't hurt.
I know what I am and what people call me. I sleep with men for money. If I can accept that, why can't he? No. My future is with the ones I love, not with Clayton Darby.
The ones you love? The money you stole is not for you, then?
My brother is still in our hometown in Romania. I am the only one who can buy him a ticket to England.
Ah, interesting. So tell me more about that.
Tell me, Christina, is it worth risking your health and your life for your brother's safety?
He's the only family I have left. I had to leave Romania without him. I can't be happy until he is near me again.
Okay, fair enough. So actually, yeah. Turns out she is, in fact, that oldest of tropes, the prostitute with a gruff exterior but a heart of gold. Now, Mr. Darby, how about you tell me your side of the story about this relationship?
Was it wise to become so intimate with a woman you were supposed to interview, Clayton?
Maybe it was. But I have learned to look for the inner truth and beauty in people.
I apologize. I didn't mean to be rude. What can you tell me about this woman?
She is very sensitive. So nostalgic about her country. I saw her cry once because she'd lost a precious souvenir from her homeland.
What was it?
A scarf her brother gave her before she came to England.
Why are you so concerned? You seem to have something on your mind, Mr. Darby.
That we could make peace if I could find it and give it back to her. But I'm afraid she lost the scarf somewhere during her night shift.
Okay, I think I'll be sorting that out for you. Any chance I can? No. You're suffering from fatigue. Sadly, I'm out of medicine. I will be back to heal you later. Alright, let's go find ourselves a scarf. Looks like it's located in... Can I get up here? I don't think I can get up there. I need to find a way up to this direction. Hang on, check the map here. Have I already opened that gate? I don't think I've actually opened that gate. I need to go the long way around to crack that open. Fine. I am going to go and recover that scarf because now I feel sorry for them and I think potentially we might be able to get a bit of a happy ending for those two. Now, if I'm reading this right, straight through here into the dangerous area. Oh. Hello! We'll just quickly finish you off, by the way. You're only level 14. Shouldn't be too difficult to do. And avoid and go in for a thing. Let him wave his thing around as much as he wants. And then go in for the bite. And then we should have enough stamina to finish you off directly. Level 15, but not too bad. These guys seem to just flail wildly, so they do get a bit of fire damage on you. But nothing I can't heal off. Now, down this street. Hello, I see you down there. Yep, fine. Just a quick thing for you. I should have waited. I could have got better timing there. Actually, I might be able to hit both of them at the same time. There we go. Armor, stamina. Problems, problems, problems. And blood spear. Yep, good luck with that. And now dive in. Finish. Job done. Nice. Now, I think I should be on the street that... Yeah, now I'm on the street that leads down to the door I will be able to open later. And I should be somewhere around here. Yeah, we're entering the mission area now, but sometimes it's unclear exactly where it's going to be. How many chances that Right, zombies. Okay, no, the other ones. These ones over here. These ones over. These ones over. Just blood spear. Thank you. Dear, oh dear. Oh, is that a... Oh, that's a wolf. That's a wolf. Sometimes they're more dangerous. Okay, avoid. Okay, I just need to finish off. Oh, he's nowhere near as bad as some of them are. Right, blood spear for both of you bastards. And then quick bit of healing. And then avoid. And then get in a couple of good slashers. And then he gets right over there. Oh, he's really resistant to blood, but it's not even that bad. And then go in with a full stamina meter. Lovely. Fine. Another wolf goes down. And hello. You're flashing. What does that get me? Ah! Some more medicine. Bloody useful. Ah, yes. And based on the map, it's totally going to be through this door right here. So, nothing too bad around here, to be honest. Level 12s. Yeah, this doesn't seem too bad at all. So just wait for them to get up. And you're the most dangerous at level 14, so I'll just basically warp over it. Oh, good job getting behind me there. Okay, back off. Get a bit of health in. Quick bit of... Oh, I'm out of everything. And, okay, I'm out of blood, which is never good, never good, never good. But on the plus side, the blink is dead, which is going to make life much easier. I say this, I need to get some blood in, like, now. Come on, there we go. Get the blood, and then I can get some healing in. Yeah, even the simplest fights can sometimes get a bit, you know, in trouble very quickly. And, oh, blimey heck. Get out of my way, please. Thank you. And yeah, the nice thing about killing zombies is it does get you a lot of medicine. And there's the scarf. Nice. I'm guessing you were one of the people that she slept with. Nice. Job done. Now, if I just follow this road down here, this should, well, one, just pass by a bunch of garbage cans. Always welcome. And more importantly, oh, hello over there. Can I sneak up behind you? Sneak, 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 sneak. Never mind. Just hit him with a sword in that case. Also, when I say I hadn't opened the gate, there is no gate. I could have just gone that way the whole time. But here's an interesting choice. Technically, that quest was given to me by CLAYTON. But I could choose to give the scarf directly back to CRISTINA. Now, that seems like the most honest thing to do, because he just kind of wants to use it as leverage to get together with her. But on the other hand, he doesn't seem like a bad guy, so would that be the worst thing in the world? No. I'm going to do the right thing and just give it directly to CRISTINA, I think. And here you go, CRISTINA. Have the scarf that you miss so much.
Could this be the scarf you lost, Miss Popper?
It is much more than a scarf to me. It is the only thing that connects me to my family and my country. Thank you so much.
Oh, there we go. So that's actually made me fail a hint, because had I given it to CLAYTON, presumably they might have got back together, so it might have actually been worth more to me. But still, I think that was the right thing to do. And yeah, for the first time we've actually lost a hint, so had I done it the other way around, she might have been worth more XP to me. Oh dear, I'm also starting to see some other consequences, which is Benjamin Palmer, the guy who was suffering from shell shock. Last time I ran into him, he was suffering from a migraine. That's now progressed to something more serious. So right now, he's in trouble. And I'm going to guess there's a very real chance with him suffering from something more serious, he might die at some point. So, need to try and deal with him if we can. So I've done a little bit of work to help out Whitechapel there. Hopefully we've just stabilised it a bit. But something magical has happened. It doesn't involve helping people. It involves more kind of killing them. But it's still good. I've got enough materials to get Dragonbane up to level 3 and immediately convert it into, yeah, absorb blood points when the weapon hits. Now, standard attacks with my melee, leading to blood absorption. That has got to be good. 2.5 blood points when a weapon hits. So an average flurry that I can do with a full stamina bar, that's like, yeah, 6 hits or so. That's 15 odd points of blood. That is not nothing. That is going to be a really, really nice thing there. And I just need a handful more good handle parts to get up to level 4. And that's a massive increase in damage right there. And this will do as well. I've got tons of screws and grease for upgrading firearms. Let's get Milton's shotgun straight up to level 3 and just keep that damage going up. That's now up to 432 damage. So that hits nice and hard. That's a good weapon to have. So I'd say with the local areas that I've already been to stabilised a bit, so they're not going to fall apart imminently, it's time to head in a new direction. And the new direction is, yeah, back down towards the docks. Except, of course, there's a bit more to it than that. Because on the way, there's, yeah, brand new areas I've not been into before, and a couple of sub-quests I'm interested in. In particular, the suicidal guy in the hospital. He actually, yeah, he told me to go and get the letter. And his house is right here. And there's another one of those bloody priests that we need to take care of. Hello, what can we learn about you? Yeah, resistant to blood magic and whatever. So I'd say hello to my new sword that now gets me a nice bit of... Oh, that is lovely. That is just lovely. Get in there. Finish you off if we can. Oh, I'm out of stamina. Back off, back off, back off. Get in there. Hit him just lightly. Couple more attacks will finish you. Back off. He likes backing off too. And yeah, getting so much blood just with every day-to-day attacks, that means I can just keep healing. Because healing does not use that much blood. I can basically get a standard heal out of just swinging my sword around for a bit. That's flipping lovely. Oh yeah, I just swung around taking out both of those two guys with just basic attacks at the end of it. I got myself a full blood meter again. This is just flipping lovely right here. Now, where exactly is Mortimer and What's-Her-Face's house? It looks like it should be somewhere up here. Well, it says right here. This does look rather like a condemned house, but okay, maybe it becomes a safe house afterwards. Yeah, okay. Fine. It looks like it's, yeah, GOSWICK's flat. Apparently, this place is just trashed, but whatever. Let's just quickly, yeah, refill everything. I don't actually need to. Check there's no one actually in here. Okay, there's a few way over there, but I think they're not within the flat. Fine. Let's just quickly head around, and this presumably will be the letter. My dear mother, when you find this letter, I'll be gone. I want you to know that I don't leave because of you. I leave this world because of the crushing weight that existence puts upon me. These times are too much for me. Do we actually learn anything in particular from this letter? Not so much. She hates being alive, but then, yeah, Spanish flu and World War I. I guess we can't blame him for being not entirely enthusiastic about life in that. Yeah, I'd do it again if by any chance you managed to save me.
In this letter, Mortimer Goswick does nothing to hide his desire to die. I could give it to his mother, but doing so would betray his trust.
No. No, 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 no. We definitely don't do that. But what we have to have a think about is if he really desperately wants to die that much, is it not wrong for me to feed on him? Everybody wins. He gets what he wants. I get what I want. So we'll have to have a think about that. But blimey, this game is, yeah, making me have a bit of a think with the moral dilemmas there. I'm not quite sure what the right thing to do is. I mean, he has made it clear he wants to die, and he doesn't seem to be suffering from any particular mental illness. He seems to be pretty much of sound mind. Sure, he might be depressed, but then I wouldn't have any way of really diagnosing that in this game. But he seems to be mostly... He is cogent at the bare minimum. Like, if he has made the decision that he wants to die, it's not really my position to stand in his way. If I could facilitate that and also benefit myself, is that right? Or... Blimey, this game's story is good and terrifying. Right, and just step out of the back entrance, and we've got ourselves Sneak Attack on you, you stupid bastards. Level 17. Yeah, these guys are leveling up, and watch out for that. Toss a bit of blood in your direction, and then teleport over to you. Oh, yeah. I mean, I won't bother upgrading it because the increased damage is pointless, but having that little just kind of step forward thing, it's just a really useful ability because it lets you close the gap very nice and quickly. Now, just before I head back to the hospital to resolve that, I want to head a little bit further south, back into the docks area, which I haven't been into for some time. And the reason for that is there's one more subquest down here. A couple of the doctors, they were asking me to go to a pharmacy and get some medicine. So that is in this area. I may as well do that while I'm passing by. In fact, it's literally right here. Although, there's some stuff around here. Ooh. Right, some of you seem to be a bit on the named side. Hello. Well, let's just quickly get in over here and finish off you as quick as you like. Yeah, Griffin. So we got ourselves someone named. Oh, you're a blinker. Right, hit him. And then get over towards him. And, oh, good dodge there. Luckily, you're not doing so bad. Right, use the good timing there, you bastard. Luckily with, oh, yeah. He's got the chance to resist. I need to watch out, by the way. And then avoid! Watch out for his little shades. They're sometimes a little bit on the annoying side. And if he comes in, come on, come on, come on. Screw it, just... Okay, good timing there. But I've almost got him. Come on. Hold still. There, we both missed each other. There we... Bloody hell. Yeah, he's got a good chance to resist occasionally. Right, avoid him. Get myself a bit more healing going on here. And there we go. Get a bite in there. The bite does good damage. That gets me some health back. I really need to get some more healing going on there. And then this gives me a good... My stamina is low right now. And screw it. Good chance to... He really times his things well. Or I'm just spectacularly unlucky. He's got some good dodge going on, right? Go! Next time he does it. Okay, Blood Spear. That's powerful stuff right over there. And down he goes. Right. So enemies are starting to pick up resistances. Prevent disease. Don't cough in public. That's just a post that's sitting behind you, isn't it? Yes. Yes, it is. Right. So, got to the pharmacy. The pharmacist himself is pretty dead by the sounds of it. And here we go. The ingredients that were ordered by Dr. Strickland. So, opium. Yeah, this all looks fairly familiar. Apart from that last one. I don't know what that last one is, but...
Opium is one of the main ingredients of Strickland's medication. Never a good move.
Ah. He's using way too much opium in his little experiments that he wants me to look into. Right. And also, I'll just be grabbing that over there. Thank you. There's some codeine. Admittedly, I'm just mixing together opium and codeine into medicines all the flipping time, but whatever. Apparently I'm allowed to because I'm the protagonist. Right, back to the hospital. Now I'm looking for Dr. Strickland, who's going to be around here somewhere or other. There he is, Dr. Strickland. Bad news, your medicine's been grabbed, and also, by the way, it was just basically opium. You were just planning to pump people full of opium, weren't you? So bad news, Doctor, your drug provider is gone. Probably a vampire, and I have killed him.
I located the shop, but it was vandalized, and the owner is missing. All I found was your order.
I was afraid of such bad news. People are so desperate they're ready to burgle a shop for drugs.
That's quite a list you ordered. Opium, sodium hypochlorite. It can't be just headaches you're trying to cure.
This dreadful influenza, of course. I already ran some tests on hopeless cases. Without success, I must admit.
Do you realize you could create a lethal poison without the correct dosage? Then there are the legal ramifications.
Is this not true of any medical substance, Dr. Reed? However, if you would agree to improve it, I'd be glad to accept your help.
As long as you promise to be scrupulous with your experiments, I may try to gather these substances, and even help improve upon the mixture.
That's all I'm asking for, Dr. Reed. That's all I'm asking.
Okay, you're a little bit on the unethical side, but fine, what have you? And let's just follow straight up on that. The secret tests.
I want to know about these secret tests you run. And if they can save people from this epidemic. Speak to me now, Thoreau.
I know I may sound presumptuous, but I'm just following your steps, Dr. Reed. I'm casting away the shadows of ignorance by daring to face them.
Self-confidence is essential in our line of work, my young colleague. But only if tempered with the correct amount of cynicism.
But you never doubt yourself, Dr. Reed. I've read all your articles and books. You performed the most daring research during the war.
Okay. I mean, doctors pioneering new medicines is good, but doing it by performing experiments, but on people who are already dying. Oh god, more difficult moral dilemmas. Okay, fine. Do it, but I'm going to keep an eye on you.
You have my support, Dr. Strickland. I know exactly what it feels like to battle an unknown disease, with only your mind and force of will to help you.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. You don't know what that means to me.
I really hope I'm not going to regret that.
I can't let Strickland put his patients at risk with opium. Perhaps an adjusted formula will deliver more of a placebo effect.
Okay. So, sodium hydrochlorate, potassium pergamate, 6 units of ferrous tartrate. I think I've already got all of that, actually. And I just actually passed by. I was just kind of swinging through this room, grabbing all the medical supplies. A note about the guy downstairs, the burn victim from the war, who, well, thought he was being, or at least pretended, he was being hypnotized by the fake vampire, which is, yeah, potentially of interest. Because the medical examination, no trace of inflammation, infection, or swelling, and the scars are all clean. So it could be nerve damage, or it could be survivor's guilt and phantom pain. Which could mean, if we were lucky, we might be able to cure him via psychological means. Alright, we'll go downstairs and check in with him in a second. Well, I thought I had those ingredients. In fact, I was pretty confident I did, but the game is saying no, so maybe we'll revisit that in a minute, because, yeah, for some reason that's not triggering. It's saying I haven't gathered them yet, so, maybe I am missing something, I'm not sure. Right, well, let's actually follow up immediately with, what's his name, ELWOOD, over here, because you, my good man, hopefully we might actually be able to give you a happy ending, which I wasn't expecting, but let's see what we can do. Here we go. Let's talk about the potential real cause of your injury, because, come on, let us help you, Thomas.
Why do you feel responsible for the injury, Thomas? What really happened?
I wasn't disfigured by any German shells. It happened during my leave. It was an accident.
Oh, but why lie about that? What's going on?
Tell me what really happened then.
I went with a whore in Rouen. Dead drunk I was. The hotel was a shithole. There was a fire that night.
Did you start the fire? Were you trying to avoid going back to the front? That's not uncommon, you know.
No. It's just that I was asleep when the flames reached the room. The girl was long gone. Bitch never woke me up. Left me to burn.
Oh. Well, this is all, yeah, but why lie about it?
Why lie about it?
Come on. It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans, and it's another to get injured in an accident that could have happened to anybody.
Okay. Well, yeah, we might be able to... Oh, what's the right thing to say? I feel like beauty is not everything is a very insensitive thing to say, and I'm not sure to respond well. Can't hide forever. Surgery could help, but as we've established, the physical isn't the problem. The problem's psychological, so I'm going to go for this response.
You know you can't hide forever. One day you'll have to face your loved ones. Until that day, you have no chance of real recovery.
My friends all died in the trenches. It's shameful enough to be alive with these stupid scars. I don't want my children to see me like this.
Aww, so it's the final hint that he's actually got, yeah, too ashamed by his injury to see his own family. And I don't think there's... Oh, there's nothing else we can do for him, that's it. That's... He's healthy. Oh no. Oh. And I think that's... Ah, no, one more. Tell me about your family.
You told me before you don't want your children to see you like this. Do you have any other family?
My sister Agatha has raised me nippers since their mother died. Don't want them to look at me like this.
Come on, Thomas. Just give me one uncomplicated happy ending. I'll take just one.
How could children despise their father injured in the war?
What do you think? They saw me once. My poor angels left the room crying. They keep on having nightmares every week, my sister told me.
Yeah, but they do that because they loved you and cared about you and were sorry to see you injured.
Your sister's not a child. I'm sure she has nothing but respect for a wounded soldier, and you are her brother.
You don't know my sister Agatha. She may be young, but she's all discipline and morality. If she ever found out what really happened...
She doesn't have to know.
She's a sly one, my sister. One day she'll find out the truth and knock 7 bells out of me. Nah. I'm better off here.
No, that can't be it. That can't be everything. That seems to be every single thing we can... Oh, no. I can't. Even if he's basically just stuck here, and even if I believe he will never leave, one day, psychologically, he might recover. Alright? I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Alright? It's just fine. Okay. Right, on from one utter heartbreaking tragedy to the next. Obviously, we're handing the letter over to him, not his mother. But before we hand it over, let's actually say we've... Oh, do we want to say we've read it? That might be a bad idea. Okay, I'll be honest with him.
I've read your letter, Mortimer. You wrote about an unbearable feeling of despair while the world crumbles around you. Tell me more about it.
There's nothing more to say, really. It's hurtful, it's unbearable, and I don't ask anyone to understand what I feel.
Pain is precious, despair is a deadly poison, you're a lucky man. Yeah, just watch out for that old despair, Mortimer, come on. Help me out here.
Despair is a deadly poison I've tasted myself, sir. We're only tempted to drink it because we're terrified by the uncertainty of the next minute.
I know that perfectly, Doctor. For I waited for so long, hoping that the next minute would be less unbearable.
Okay. That doesn't really give me anything new. I'm going to give him the letter.
I have retrieved your letter, Mr. Goswick. I can assure you that nobody read it but me.
Thank you. This is for you, then. For your help. And for your silence.
I think you should talk to your mother. It would be good for both of you.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. I'll think about it. Now, please, let me be.
Oh. Well, burn after reading is done, but... Okay, well now I can't do anything to him in case potentially, yeah, there's still something we don't know. One final piece of information. Oh, that's opened up all of the options with his mother. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay, no. Do not discuss the suicide note with her. That's not fair. He wanted me not to. But maybe she can tell us something about him.
Mortimer is extremely vague as to his motivations for committing suicide. Tell me more about what you know.
As you say, Mortimer had no reason to die. All he said to me was that he wanted to make the world a better place, but couldn't.
Okay, that doesn't help. Do you know what that meant?
What do you think he meant by making the world a better place?
Mortimer has always been a sensitive soul. He wouldn't talk to anyone for months after his father passed. It's like he carries everyone's sadness with him.
Anything else?
Why did your son feel so useless when facing the world?
I think it was more that he could only see the melancholy facets of life. He couldn't help but dwell on such things.
Okay. Not the note, but we can at least raise the possibility that he might try to kill himself again. That's fair and reasonable and not betraying his trust.
Do you realize your son could try to kill himself again? He might succeed next time.
I think about it every minute. But I won't stop fighting for my son's future. That's how much I love him.
Oh, you're in denial. He's lucky to have you prepare for the worst. Oh, blimey, that's a harsh choice to make, game. Bloody hell. I mean, yeah, that's good, but that's not the right thing to... Okay, none of these things are the thing I'd say, but I'm not sure what I'd say either. I guess there's an element to which she is in denial, yes.
Your determination is laudable, but you are in a state of denial, Mrs. Goswick. Your son has a very strong death wish.
How dare you talk to a mother like that? Talk to me like that?
I'm only trying to be honest, Mrs. Goswick. As painful as this fatal end may be for you, you have to accept this is a possibility.
No, I'll never accept it. If my son was to die under your care, well, You have no idea what I'm capable of, Dr. Reed.
Great. So that has failed a hint with her. And in addition, if I were to kill him, she might have to go down as well. Right. And no, I'm not discussing the suicide note with her. He asked me not to. I mean, it's horrifying that that's an option. But here we are. Okay. And possibly the fact I've failed a hint with her might mean that's locked away the hint from him as well. So, oh blimey. You know what? I've decided it's time for a bit of a lie down. I'm not making any decisions right now about Thomas or about Mortimer. But both of them, in some ways, there could be an argument being made for putting them out of their misery. And in Mortimer's case, with his consent. So, just try one more time to see if it lets me do the... No, it's telling me to come to this bench to do the subquest, but then I swear I've got the materials, but it's not flipping letting me. Let's spend some XP, damn it, and let's see if I actually get myself a good result out of this. It possibly only updates after you've completed a main mission, so I'm not sure whether it will or not, but 1,705 XP, this cannot be the worst thing to do, especially as the ultimate abilities have just become available. Intriguing. So... Sorry, boil my target's blood, causing it to violently explode. That does seem kind of badass, yes. But what I would very much like right now is, yeah, I need more health. I feel like I'm taking a lot of damage very quickly. And with that done, I feel like, yeah, my blood capacity being higher would be lovely as well. That's, yeah, that's only at level 1, so I should be able to do this pretty darn quickly. This moves me up to level... Yeah, that's level 14, which is nice, and yeah, increase the blood capacity. Now I'm actually getting blood as time goes by. That's not a bad thing to spend a tiny bit of blood on. A little bit more blood capacity together with the thirst. Yeah, I like the thirst at level 3, 6% more blood, and also quite a bit more damage through the hard biting. That was worth doing. That's definitely doing a fair bit of good work. That'll do for the time being. No, I want to confirm. Now, do I get myself an update to the local area because technically a night has passed? Or does that only happen... Ah! Yeah, look at that. Look at all the people who are recovering. And as a result... There we go. Yeah, good stuff. So it is every time you rest. Pretty happy with that. And no changes should be here because I haven't done anything. Now, what about this place? This place was critical, but I did some healing. I did some... There we go. It's a small improvement. It's not great, but it'll do the job for the moment, at least. I've done the right things today. Okay, just for the time being, I've done the right things. So, you know what, ladies and gentlemen? We will leave things off there. But we will definitely be continuing with this. Next time, we will head back down into the docks, start meeting the people there, figuring out what's going on down in that part of the world, and just generally, yes, moving the main plot on a bit. I know this has been mainly subquests, but the subquests in this game, some of them are... It's the writing. It's just the fantastic writing that keeps them working. So, that will be coming up next time. Should be on Thursday. I'm thinking of making this on Tuesday and Thursday for the time being. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Vampyr. Thank you very much, and goodbye. No, sadly, I cannot be the Santa Claus of murder tonight. So apparently, even though this thing is... Oh, no, no, you can't. No, you most certainly can't. Okay. Is that the symbol meaning I'm about to pull her over? Yep, there we are. There we... Oh! I feel like she didn't necessarily survive that. No, she's very dead.